Now, that was a race. No excuses for the favorite in this one. Clean break. It was track phantom, as most of us thought, getting the lead there, 46-3 in the opening half mile. So we had legitimate fractions, not too fast, not too slow. Fierceness was right up there with them. Just Steel was right there in the mix. We had Mystik Dan. We had Resilience, Stronghold, all riding not too far off that pace. When it came time to move, it looked like Fierceness was the first one to move. 3/4 mile, 1 and 11. Fierceness didn't have it coming around that final turn. Johnny V tried to give him the go. Fierceness didn't want to run this time. Mystik Dan took that inside path and cut off towards the lead. Resilience and Stronghold kind of battled in there for a little bit, but then they fell off as well. It was Japanese horse, UAE Derby winner, Forever Young in Sierra Leone that chased down Mystik Dan for a photo finish. Photo finish going to Mystik Dan. 2:03, and it looked like it was 1/5. Didn't see the final time fully on that. 2:03, so they lost a little bit of speed in the end of that race as they battled it out for the win. None of these horses had the speed to keep that pace going, so it was the toughness and stamina that won out, and it was Mystik Dan that had that. Brian Hernandez gets his first Derby win in this one. Second place, Sierra Leone, by a nose. Tried to get in there, heads were bobbing. I think if the race was slightly longer, Sierra Leone would have had it. Didn't have enough this time. Sierra Leone second. Japanese horse. The Japanese horses, they keep making strides forward. The UAE Derby winners keep making strides forward. One of these years, maybe they'll get the win. Third this time, in a very close finish for Forever Young. And fourth place, Catching Freedom. A lot of people liked him. Some people kind of thought he was forgotten. A lot of people expect him to run well. He did run well, just not well enough to get the win in this one. It was Brian Hernandez. Got his horse the best path and had the stamina and speed to be able to eke out a thrilling photo finish by a nose. So, most likely we will see Mystik Dan in the Preakness. Who else is coming back to the Preakness? I don't know. I think a lot of horses think that a lot of people think that their horses will be able to beat Mystik Dan in a shorter race. We'll see what they're saying in this one. I'm pretty sure we will see Baffert horses, Muth, and most likely I think Imagination will be in there too. Mystik Dan will have his work cut out for him running against those two horses. None of these horses proved to be able to do a really fast 1.25 miles. So I think a lot of trainers are going to think that they can get Mystik Dan in the Preakness. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Preakness coming up in 2 weeks. But for now, it's Mystik Dan winning the Kentucky Derby.